Hello and welcome back to SwipeOut, the new online quiz show all about pop culture from me, Sam the Quizman. In each game, one contestant will face questions in up to 5 categories, swiping through them to find one they can answer like a nerdy version of Tinder. If they give a correct answer, we move on to the next category, and after 5 categories, they win the game. But the number of times they can swipe is limited, so every new question brings with it an important decision. Answer or swipe. Every contestant starts with 10 swipes and 0 points. Your points, Emily, go up for correct answers and down every time you swipe or answer wrongly. But if you run out of swipes, you can also buy another one with your points if you have enough. Run out of swipes and get a question wrong, however, and your game is over. At the end of each game, the contestant score will go on the series leaderboard. But now, let's meet our second contestant of the day, Emily. How's it going? You excited?
I'm terrified, to be honest.
Okay, wonderful. Let's go and find out what your first category is. Your first category today on SwipeOut is celebrities. How do you feel about that? Do you pay attention to gossip and celeb news?
Really? But we'll see.
Let's find out, Emily, what your first question is on celebrities. Your first question on SwipeOut is, in 2009, as part of a documentary, Paris Hilton married which British journalist in Vegas?
I mean, I have an idea. I don't know if I want to take the risk.
Okay, well, first question, first category. I've got to ask you for the first time. Answer or swipe?
Answer.
Answer. Okay, we are going straight in with an answer. In 2009, as part of a documentary, Paris Hilton married which British journalist in Vegas?
Was it Louis Theroux?
Was it Louis Theroux? I can tell you that has been said in the comments. And we also have had a right answer in the comments. So let's find out, is it Louis Theroux?
Is it fair?
It's Piers Morgan.
Ah.
And I watched the footage. They even had the most awkward kiss ever seen on TV. And Amanda said, when coming in with the right answer, that she was only joking when she said Piers Morgan, but it actually was. Loads of people were saying Louis Theroux, though. That was the most common answer in the chat, so I don't know why that came out, other than it being a documentary. But how are you feeling about Piers Morgan and Paris Hilton, Emily?
I mean, just no, but
Icky.
I didn't know that was
Yes,
a thing,
correct.
so you learn something new every day.
Should we find out what your next question is?
Yeah, let's go.
On celebrities, your second question is, Cher was born in which decade? Let's go to the chat and see. People are talking about whether it counted in Vegas or not. It does count in Vegas, Dottie. It does count if you get married in Vegas. And Charlie, they didn't get it annulled. It was only a staged wedding. It wasn't an official legal wedding. Although Piers Morgan loves nothing more than the limelight, so every time Paris Hilton even breathes on social media, he gives an interview saying, "Oh, but we're married." Okay, Piers. All right, you do everything you can. But Emily, I am going to come to you. Before I ask the ultimate question, how are you feeling about this? Do you think you have an idea?
I have an idea, and
Okay.
I have some amount of logic to back it up. That's
Okay,
not
what's
very
your
long.
logic?
I think I know the decade that she first got big in.
Okay, so
And it
then you're
makes sense
subtracting
that
from
she
that.
was in her 20s when she got big. So I've just mathed it back.
Math.
20 years.
Math. We love it. This is leading me to think you might answer again. But I have to ask the all-important question, Emily. Answer or swipe?
Feeling reckless, let's just answer it.
Amazing. We're going for another answer, chat. Everybody get on the edge of your seats. Emily, once again, Cher was born in which decade?
The 1950s.
The 1950s. Has been said a lot in the chat.
Oh,
Again, like the last one, you're saying a chat answer. Let's find out. Was Cher born in the 1950s? She was not. It was the 1940s, I'm afraid. I'm sorry about that. She was born on the 20th of May, 1946, sorry. So she's currently 78 years old and still looking just as plastic as ever.
still. Wow.
Yeah, fair play to her.
Oh,
fair
I told
play
you I was
to
going
her.
to be really bad at this.
Well, you're not doing amazing so far with a score of -40, but you have got 10 swipes left. We've only had 2 questions. So should we find out what your next question is, Emily?
Yes, please.
Okay, question 3 on celebrities is, who is Kim Kardashian's eldest sister? And the chat is exploding with right answers. So it seems lots of people watching think that this is definitely for them. I don't know if it's for you, Emily. The look on your face makes me think you're not a Kardashian stan, whatever they're called. Do you follow the Kardashians? Have you ever watched Keeping Up?
No, not once in my life.
Amazing. But I am proof that you don't have to watch it to know it, because I Googled it. But, Emily, I'm going to ask you straight off again, for the 3rd time on celebrities, answer or swipe?
Swipe.
Swipe. We're getting our first swipe. Wonderful. So you're on 9 swipes left and minus 50 points. Don't worry, we'll get positive sometime, I am sure. Question 4 for you on celebrities, Emily, is Joey Essex found fame on which reality show? Again, people I could care a lot more about. Emily, answer or swipe?
Answer.
We're going to get an answer. Okay, am I going to ring the correct bell for this one? Emily, tell me, Joey Essex found fame on which reality show?
The Only Way is Essex.
The Only Way is Essex. Could there be a clue in his name, or is that actually a red herring? Let's find out.
I don't know at this point.
This makes you doubt everything. Is he from Towie? He is! Well done! You got a right answer, Emily, which means you have completed category 1 on SwipeOut. You have gone up to 150 points with 9 swipes left. How are you feeling about that?
Overjoyed. I've got one answer right. Happy days.
You have, but you've also only used 1 swipe, which is good. I mean, you were losing points for the wrong answers, but at least you've got swipes left. Let's find out if you're going to give category 2 a lot of love, as I reveal it is video games. I don't write questions to the contestant, but what I do know is that Emily is a massive Tomb Raider fan. So Emily, do you just like Tomb Raider, or is it all games? How are you feeling about this?
I really like Tomb Raider. There's a couple of other game franchises that I like, and some things I know a little bit about just from like YouTube videos and stuff. So
okay, so you don't keep up with gaming news on IGN or anything, but you like the games you like.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, let's see if just by coincidence a Tomb Raider question comes up as we find your first question on category 2 video games. Your question is: the 4 original ghosts in Pac-Man are named Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and what? Emily's face is a picture. I'm going to go to chat and see how they feel. Kerry, my wife, has said unless it's Mario Kart, I have nothing, which is fair. I can agree with that. Kerry once kept getting killed because she couldn't use a joystick to make a character in Portal walk forward. So that's good. And then people are talking about gaming. Lots of people saying that they don't think they would be good at video games in general, let alone this question. We have some right answers. Angela didn't even know they had names. Did you know they had names, Emily?
No.
No. Okay, great. Well, in that case, I might know the answer to this, but if you do choose to answer, I'm really looking forward to what you say, whether it rhymes with Inky or not. On this Pac-Man question, Emily, answer or swipe?
Swipe.
Swipe. We got another swipe. Lovely. Taking your swipes down and your score down slightly, but not as much as a wrong answer. Your next question on video games is: the 2024 game Echoes of Wisdom is the first Zelda game in which you can play as which character? How are you feeling about this? Have you ever played a Zelda game?
Not once in my entire life.
Not once in your entire life? That bodes well. Do you have an idea of, if you were going to answer, do you know what you would say?
No, I would just have to pluck a combination of letters out of thin air.
Okay, great. Well, in that case, I think I know what you're about to say. My hand is hovering above the S key to mark a swipe, but Emily, make it official. Answer or swipe?
Swipe, please.
Swipe. We're swiping down again. Okay, wonderful. You're now on 7 swipes left, which in category 2 is still a very good number to have. So question 3 on video games, Emily, is: in Tetris, each shape is made up of how many squares? Lots of people coming in with answers here, lots of right answers, some wrong answers as well. So if you don't get this, Emily, you're not the only one not to get it. Do you play Tetris? Have you played Tetris? I assume you know what it is.
Yeah.
That was a very confident sounding yeah.
Yeah. Like, I had an idea, and just the more I've thought on it, the more I've started to doubt myself.
Okay, before I ask you then answer or swipe, what was the idea you had?
5.
5, okay. Did you get there because of instinct? Were you kind of looking at the blocks in your head and trying to count them?
Yeah, it was my absolute first instinct, and I was like thinking of all the shapes. I was like it can be a straight line, or they can be like a line and then up, and I was like that would, and or they can be like an absolute corner, and it would make sense because it'd be like 2 on each side, then 1 in the middle. But then I was like, but surely sometimes they make a little square in themselves, and you can't make a square out of 5 blocks.
So is that making you think you might go for something other than 5 if you do answer?
I don't know, because then it'd have to be 9, because like what? How can you make a square unless you've got it'd be a minimum of 9, and that I feel like that's too. I feel very exposed right now.
It's okay. Now you've taught me through your logic. You thought it was 5. You now don't think it's 5. Emily, answer or swipe?
Answer.
Answer. Okay, chat. Edge of your seats time.
I am on the edge of my seat. This is pressure.
In Tetris, each shape is made up of how many squares?
5.
5, you say. You said you couldn't do a square out of 5. But you were sure there was a square there. But you still got the bug in your head. Let's find out. Is it 5? It's 4! It is the square number of 4 that you can make a little 4 square out of. I'm afraid. All of them. The L shape, the one that's like 3 along the bottom and 1 on top of it, and the zigzag, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. The square, they are all 4, I'm afraid. So that, I'm sorry, is another wrong answer. You've got 7 swipes left. You've got a live score of 110. You're still doing well, but that does mean we need to face another video games question. How are you feeling, Emily?
I don't think I can ever show my face again. This is awful.
Definitely not in like a Tetris cafe or anything like that, but I think you'll be all right everywhere else. Let's go to another question on video games. We're going to question 4, which is, in the Nintendo series, what is the name of Mario's brother who normally wears green? Emily looks like she knows the answer, but I'm going to give her some thinking time to doubt herself, because that's funny. Let's go to chat. There is just a cacophony. That's right, a cacophony of right answers streaming in. But the main thing is there a cacophony of right answers in your brain, Emily? How are you feeling about Mario's brother?
I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling very good about it. I'm feeling like dangerously, suspiciously good about it, and it's freaking me out.
Okay, so now you're starting to doubt yourself again. Last time you doubted yourself with the wrong answer and you still gave it. Logic that some would argue doesn't really work, but you know, you went with it semi-confidently and we were all mostly behind you. But this time, you know the answer. You're sure you know the answer. And yet you're still doubting yourself because you're live on TikTok. So no pressure, Emily. But for the name of Mario's brother, answer or swipe?
Answer.
Answer. Great. Am I getting the correct bell out for this question? Emily, tell me, in the Nintendo series, what is the name of Mario's brother who normally wears green?
Luigi.
Saying Luigi. Let's find out. Is it Luigi? It is! Well done, Emily. Of course it is. It's Luigi. You have gone to the 4th question on both categories so far and got them right, but because you haven't swiped all the time, that means you've still got 7 swipes left and a live score of 310. Well done. How are you feeling?
Yeah, better. My cheeks are sore from laughing so much, but yeah.
Okay, good. I do love that you're doing it like you do on our Friends live quizzes, where you're laughing absolutely silently so that my jokes just get absolute silence.
Oh, it's because I'm trying not to talk over you on the live transmission, because I don't know if there's like a delay or
That's absolutely
fine.
I don't
want to talk over you.
If my wife were going to say in the chat, she would say I will always take any laughter, even if it's at me, especially if it's at me sometimes. Speaking of the chat, let's go there. My wife says, yes, Emily. Charlie says, well done, Emily. Dennis is hoping for a famous chef's category, because if you hadn't got on already, Dennis keeps saying Gordon Ramsay to every question, and has actually roped in your fellow subscriber, Alison, with him as well. If you want to join this lovely subscriber crew, we've got 10 of us, but we can get more if you want to become a contestant on SwipeOut. You too can play by becoming a subscriber on my TikTok. But enough of the promotion. You've done video games, you've done celebrities. Your category is TV talent shows. Is this finally the category that someone will be glad to get?
No.
Oh no! Let's find out what your first question on TV talent shows actually is. The 2008 show I'd Do Anything searched for new stars for which stage musical? Emily, while you think about that, I will go to the chat. Several people have no idea. Are you one of them? Do you have no idea?
I have a thought, but I'm not really wanting to risk it.
You're not wanting to risk it because you don't want to seem silly, but then you are using up swipes. So I will ask you officially, Emily, answer or swipe?
Swipe, please.
Swipe. Okay, you are now going to be down to 6 swipes and 300 points, meaning we are moving on to TV talent shows. Question 2, which is, who won The Masked Singer in 2024 dressed as a piranha? Emily doesn't look like she likes this question.
No.
No, okay, you don't watch TV other than Friends. I am getting this distinct impression. So in that case, are you going to, with 6 swipes left, are you going to use up a swipe, or are you going to answer or swipe?
Swipe.
Swipe again from this one, so you go down to 5 swipes and 290 points. Still a long way to go, though. We're only halfway through category 3, so let's find out. Your third question on TV talent shows is, David Snedden and Alex Parks both won which BBC singing show?
I think I'm okay.
You might be okay. I have to ask. Answer or swipe?
Answer.
We're getting an answer, everybody. I love it when people put themselves out there. Do you want to talk me through any logic, or shall I go straight to the question?
So my logic is I remember the very first one. Like, you know what I mean by the very first one, and I also remember who won it. And then I remember what effectively happened like immediately after that.
You think you have some knowledge of what happened back at the dawn of TV talent shows in the UK? Emily, David Snedden and Alex Parks both won which BBC singing show?
Pop Idol.
Pop Idol. Is that what they won? Is that the BBC singing show? Was it even on the BBC? Let's find out. It was Fame Academy. I'm sorry, they had 2 series and it was David Snedden, Stop Living the Lie, and then Alex Parks won Fame Academy.
It got so big they even made a game out of it.
Pop Idol, I'm afraid, was, I think from memory, they only did 2 series of Pop Idol. It was Will Young and then Michelle McManus were the 2 series of Pop Idol before the X Factor came over and stormed over everything.
There was only 2 series of Pop Idol, because like it got so big they made a game out of it.
Yeah, but it was huge. It was the first big thing of its time. But it was, as Stephen is saying correctly in the comments, it was ITV. So then when X Factor came to ITV, it replaced Pop Idol, and Fame Academy was kind of BBC's answer to it. That obviously wasn't as memorable.
No, I didn't even know Fame Academy existed. Never heard of it. Didn't know it was a thing.
So when you said that you knew the first one and kind of who won that, what were you thinking of then?
I was thinking it went from Pop Stars to Pop Stars The Rivals, then it went to Pop Idol, and Pop Idol was the biggest one because there was a game. I forgot that part of the logic, but that was the main thing behind my thinking. If it was big enough to have a game, it would have had the most number of winners. Therefore, the most number of winners whose names I don't recognise.
That does mean, I'm afraid, you've got this answer wrong. You are down to 5 swipes with 270 points. Let's find out question 4 in talent shows, which is, what's the surname of diversity members Ashley and Jordan? Emily's eyes have gone up, her hair's gone to her mouth. She's excited. I'm going to keep her tense as I go to the comments, which are exploding with right answers. Clearly, we have got to one that everybody knows. Let's see if Emily can get it from the excited movements. Emily, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm confident I know this one.
Okay, good. Emily, I have to ask you, answer or swipe?
Answer.
Answer for this question. Emily, I won't put you through any longer. What is the surname of diversity members Ashley and Jordan?
Banjo.
Banjo. Is it Ashley Banjo and Jordan Banjo? Of course it is. Well done, Emily. You are correct. That is a correct answer. That gives you 200 points and mirrors your exact same game as last category. Swipe, swipe, wrong, right. Swipe, swipe, wrong, right on this one as well. Emily, are you excited or are you just nervous at this point?
I'm past the point of being embarrassed. I'm just here for the ride at this point, so
all right,
let's
brilliant.
have fun with it.
Let's hope you have fun with category 4, which is musical instruments. How are you feeling about musical instruments? Do you play anything?
A little bit. A teeny tiny, a million years ago.
Okay, amazing.
Guitar.
So,
Right.
again, another category you are stoked to play.
Oh, I mean, let's just see what the question's going to be, and then I'll
Okay,
decide
great,
how I feel about it.
You got banjo.
That was good.
Can you
That
get
was
this
good.
next question as we go to your first musical instruments question, which very excitingly is, also known as the etherphone, which electronic instrument is controlled without any physical contact? Emily looks like she knows the answer to this with lots of confidence. Do you have an idea?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I had an idea. I've since ruled it out.
Okay, what was the answer you ruled out?
Microphone.
Okay.
Because I was like, does that count as an instrument? Because if you like put an effect on it, it's making a note. And what is an instrument apart from
interesting
something
logic,
that
yeah.
you create or
Let's make it official. Emily, on this question, answer or swipe?
like?
Swipe. Okay, we're coming in with another swipe. Let's find out what question 2 on instruments is. Emily, at the 2010 FIFA World Cup, the use of which instrument led to a shortage of earplugs? Dennis has already come in with the right answer. and now is joined by Helen, Cool Elio, Stephen. But Emily, have you had enough time to think about this, or do you want me to keep vamping with the comments?
I have had enough time to think.
Okay, so I will ask you initially, answer or swipe?
Swipe.
Swipe, we're going swipe again. Wonderful. You have now got 3 swipes left, a live score of 450, Emily, as we go on to question 3 on instruments, which is a piccolo is a small version of which common instrument? Could it be third question lucky for Emily this time rather than fourth? A lot of people are coming up with the right answer to this, Emily. How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling okay. I think I know the answer, but because it's not question 4, I'm feeling very weirded out about it.
Well, the last 2 question 3s you have answered and gotten wrong, so we could be really consistent here. I hope that you value points and gameplay above consistency. So, answer or swipe? Answer. We're going for it again on question 3. Emily, let me come straight to you with a piccolo is a small version of which common instrument?
Flute.
A flute, says Emily. Let's find out. Is it a flute? It's a flute! Well done! You got question 3. Congratulations, that earns you 200 points. You are now on 650 with 3 swipes left. Going into the final category, which is very impressive. Let's find out what your category is. Art. Your eyes are saying something, your laughter's saying the same thing. Is this another category that you're going, oh, for the love of God?
Yeah, I mean, unless you're going to ask something outrageously famous, then bring it on. Let's just see what happens.
Let's find out what your first question of your final category is. What is the title of the 2019 artwork made up of a banana duct taped to a wall? Doesn't sound like art to you, doesn't sound like art to me, and yet it was famous and sold for a lot of money. Came with exact instructions as to how to replace the banana or the tape if the tape unstuck or the banana went bad. Exact instructions for the angle the banana had to be on the wall. Yeah.
See, in all honesty, I've spent 2 of the last 3 minutes since you asked that question staring at the word duct while my mind is being blown because I am 33 years old and until this day I thought that word was duck, like quack quack.
Well, from memory, duct tape is the official name, but enough people call it duct tape that it is kind of colloquially accepted. Casey's saying she thought it was duct tape too as well. Sean is saying you're not alone in that, and Stephen has said that duck is a brand of duct tape. So duct tape is kind of like saying Hoover for a vacuum.
Oh,
so
okay,
I think
that
you're
makes
right.
me feel a lot better.
I'm glad. But what's going to make you feel a lot worse is me coming to you and saying, Emily, answer or swipe? First question in category 5. Swipe. You've got 2 swipes left and 640 points, which means at this point, if you get question 2 right, you will equal Casey on points and you will be drawn on the leaderboard going out of this. There will only be one place on the leaderboard and it will have both of your names on it when we come to the next game. So let's find out. That all-important question 2 on art is: Love is in the Bin is a famous half-shredded artwork by which artist? Emily's face is not telling us whether she knows it or not. Usually, Emily's been a bit more expressive in her, oh, I know it, or I've got no idea. But at the moment, you're mirroring Casey in Poker Face. I've got no idea. So, Casey thinks you know it, and you're just playing it cool, Emily. Charlie agrees. But I'm going to come to you, Emily, and I'm going to say, for possibly the final time of the night, answer or swipe?
Answer.
Answer. Okay, right. We're going for it. What is your answer to Love is in the Bin is a famous half-shredded artwork by which artist?
Banksy.
Banksy is your answer. Let's find out. Have you drawn level with Casey on the leaderboard? You have! Well done! You have also won SwipeOut, and it is very impressive. The chat is going wild and being happy for you. Well done. You have won at the exact same score of 840 with 2 swipes left. Well done. Emily, congratulations. How do you feel?
No, I'm delighted. I'm glad my little gamble paid off, and I am honoured to finish tied place with a brain box like Casey, so I'm very happy.
Well, that's very lovely of you. Thank you so much, Emily, for playing SwipeOut. You were brilliant. You were just equally as brilliant as Casey. I can't separate you on gameplay or on score. But if anyone in the chat wants to be a contestant on SwipeOut, all you need to do is become a subscriber to my TikTok account, which I think all the subscribers would say is money well spent, especially if you like Friends, but now if you like SwipeOut. Then either DM me or let me know on my Sam the Quizman Discord that you want to play, and I will schedule you in for a game. Thank you to both our contestants, Casey and Emily. I think you'll agree in the chat they both did wonderfully. I will see you again soon for more SwipeOut. Yay! And now I put music under it. Yay!